Hey everyone, welcome back to another build video. This video is going to be for new or returning players who don't have a lot of gear. Now a lot of build videos out there, including my own, show builds that are almost, if not fully min-maxed, to show just how powerful they can be. Now if you're returning to the game after a long time, or you're just new, those builds are going to take some time to put together. So in this video, I'm going to show you an all high-end build with just average gear to show you that it doesn't take much to be able to play heroic. Now with that being said, I do have a level 1000 Shade Watch, but since I can't take stats out of it, I'll compensate a little bit by not having any mods on my gear and even having a few wrong rolls. So let's look at this build. For the weapon, I'm going to be using the Police M4. This is a replica because I crafted it. I crafted this just on the second try. This assault rifle is pretty good because it has decent accuracy and decent stability. It's going to have assault rifle damage, health damage, and you're going to want damage to targets out of cover here. And then we're going to roll the talent in sync because we're going to be using a striker drone with this build. It says hitting an enemy grants 15% skill damage, and using a non-shield skill will grant 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. And when you and your drone are doing damage at the same time, the buff is going to go up to 30%. So for in sync, when you shoot an enemy, you're going to get this little icon underneath your ammo bar, and it's going to last for 5 seconds. So now if we put our drone up, when our drone hits something, it's going to have the opposite icon. Now if we shoot, we're going to have all three icons up at the same time. And these will refresh every time you and your drone hit enemies. Now for the mods, I'm going to have crit chance, 15 rounds, crit chance, and accuracy. So another really good gun you can use is an FAL. It's going to have really good accuracy and really good stability. This one has assault rifle damage, health damage, and then again you're going to want damage to targets out of cover here. And then for the talent we would roll in sync on here. For the mods, you would have crit chance, rounds, crit chance, and accuracy. For the secondary, I'm going to be using an M1A rifle. This is going to have rifle damage, crit damage, and then again damage to targets out of cover here. And then I'm going to have the talent in sync on this one as well. For the pistol, you can use whatever you want. I personally never use a pistol in this game. Now for the gear. We're going to have just a big box of Chex Mix for the gear. We're going to have one piece of Uzina, one piece of Cheska, one Grupo, one Palisade, one Fenris Group, and one Providence Defense. So the mask is going to be a piece of Uzina. This is going to give us 5% total armor. We're going to have an armor roll on here, crit damage, and then I rolled crit chance on here. And this doesn't have a mod on it, but you can put crit chance or crit damage on here. Just remember in the stats, the game is capped at 60% crit chance, so you don't want to go over that. For the backpack, we're going to go with one piece of Cheska. This is going to give us 8% crit chance. And then we're going to have weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage. And again, I don't have a mod on here, but you're going to want crit chance or crit damage. And then we're going to roll the talent Unstoppable Force. Killing an enemy increases total weapon damage by 5% for 15 seconds, stacks up to 5 times. So this is going to be a 25% weapon damage bonus. For the chest, we're going to be using one piece of Palisade. This is going to give us 10% armor on kill. And then you can see this has a very unideal roll on here. We've got armor, crit chance, and this skill haste, you're going to want crit damage. Again, no mod. You're going to want crit chance or crit damage on here. And then we're going to roll the talent Obliterate on here. Critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds, stacks up to 20 times. For the gloves, we're going to be using one piece of Grupo. This is going to give us 13% crit hit damage, and then we're going to have weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage on here. For the holster, we're going to be using one piece of Fenris for the plus 10 assault rifle damage, and then we're going to have weapon damage, armor regen, which ideally would be crit chance, and then crit damage down here. For the knees, one piece of Providence Defense. This is going to give us plus 13% headshot damage, and then we're going to have weapon damage, crit damage, and then this skill repair would ideally be crit chance. For the skills, we're going to be using the Striker Drone. This is what's going to be proccing half of our in sync. It's going to have duration, health, and damage reduction, which these mods don't really help that much in this case. And then I'm going to be using the Crusader Shield. This is going to have active regeneration and holstered regeneration. And then this is going to be tier 2 because of our armor cores. So if we look at the stats, the way I've got this set up right now, I've got 49.1% crit chance, 111.6% crit damage, and 1 million armor. And then for the mods, I'm not going to be using them in this video, but if you wanted to use them, I would use Overdrive, Critical Recovery, Critical Momentum, and either Aggressive Drone or Fortified Shield if you're going to be using a Crusader Shield. Whichever one you prefer, it doesn't really matter. For the specialization, I'm going to be using Gunner. This is going to give us 10% armor on kill. This is going to make our armor kits repair our armor instantly instead of over time. And then I'm going to be using an assault rifle, so I'm going to have the assault rifle selected for an extra 15% increased damage. So that was a quick little build just to show you that you don't need a whole lot of gear to be able to run heroic. So I'm going to play the Lincoln Memorial mission real quick just so you can see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons' forces. If they maintain this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, we need to find a way to open that gate.
All clear.
No, that can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter. True Sons have turned the memorial into a base. There's an area beneath you with increased security. Isaac can't access data on this location. Stay alert. I don't know what you're walking into. According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars loaded with UC-62. That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
You think closing the tunnel is smart? Fuck you! You slot yourself in with us. I'll make sure you rot down here.
Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.
If you hadn't stopped them, I know they would have used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you how relieved I am to have you on our side. Thank you.
Today, we dealt a great blow to the True Sun's infrastructure. We confiscated a massive cache of chemical weapons and eliminated the stronghold near the campus. You should be proud. You saved a lot of lives today.